My name is Emily Castro, and I'm 27 years old. I came to the HRI Women's Unit back in January of 2014. I was there because my SI got too bad. I reached a point where I didn't feel like I could keep myself safe, and that the support around me, which was great, just wasn't going to be enough to keep me safe. And I didn't want to not be here anymore. I just wanted the difficulty of the depression, the anxiety to stop. And once I realized I wouldn't be able to take care of that myself, it was time to get more support. Yes, I did. I spoke with my family. We talked together, and we did make that decision that it was time and it was the right move. My first impression, I was honestly terrified. Not of here, just of the whole experience, and knowing that I was gonna have to leave my parents, and they were my safety nest, and be here alone and try and get through it. But the staff was so welcoming, and so they made everything feel like it was gonna be okay. Even kind of in my darkest moments when I was here, and I didn't feel like I was unwelcome. I felt like it was somewhere that I was gonna feel better soon. Yeah, I did art therapy, which I loved. It was mostly therapy groups. There was some time that was just downtime where I would spend time with some of the other patients, and we'd do art or listen to music. But it was mostly group therapy, and then they also did medication therapy. Staff was great. I had a few things come up when I was here. I had a bad reaction to one of the medications, and they were right on it and helped me out and got me back to bed where I could lay down and wait for my blood pressure to come back up. But they were so supportive, and if I needed anything, they were right there for me. If I was having a bad moment, I always felt like I could go to them without something being silly or weird or dumb. I felt like I could really reach out to them. One of them was, there was another patient who had come in and she had just been diagnosed bipolar, and she was really scared. She had no idea what it was, what it meant, how it was going to affect her life. And my sister had been diagnosed bipolar 1 some time before I was here, and I was able to give her some brochures and give her if you need to talk, my sister has it, so I kind of know to a point I could help you out. And then funny thing is, a few months later, I was diagnosed bipolar 2. So it was really nice to feel like I could help somebody, even though I wasn't necessarily here for that role, but to be able to support my fellow patient and work kind of as a team. I was really excited to be able to go home, but I was gonna miss some of the people that I met. I made some really strong relationships with some of the others, and just the fun we had, which you wouldn't think fun on an inpatient unit, but my goodness, I remember one time we were doing, it was, I think, Xbox Connect bowling in the hallway, and it was all of us ladies, and we were playing, and some of us were good at it, and some of us were terrible at it, and I remember sitting there on the floor up against the wall, laughing like I had not laughed in years, like I didn't even know I could laugh anymore. And it was one of those moments where I can distinctly remember that I realized that I'm gonna be okay. I can still feel these emotions, I can still feel happiness, and it's not gonna be easy, but it's something that I can obtain again, and I'm gonna keep going. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to go for it. Seeking more support, seeking inpatient, seeking outpatient. It's not that you lost, it's not that you didn't do well enough. I see it as a strength. If you can care about yourself enough to reach out for more support, then that's what you got to do. I mean, coming here, it changed my life, and I mean, I really wouldn't be here, wouldn't be the same person that I am if I didn't come, and it was the best self-care decision I ever made. I was really young. I was only 20 when I came in here. I just missed the cutoff to be in the youth units at other hospitals. And I was scared. I mean, I was barely an adult, and I was terrified. But being here, it was a very kind and gentle feeling from people, both staff and from other patients. It was calm. I don't really know how else to explain it, but there was a calmness about it, and I had people, one other person in particular that kind of became my mom in here. So I felt like I had that support and someone to lean on, and I was also supportive for her. And I think it being a women's unit made a big difference, really coming in at such a young age. If I was on an open unit for men and women, I think it would have been a bit more intimidating. Whereas where I was, I felt welcome, and it was safe, and it was a soft place.